Very good.
Okay.
Welcome to the IBHA Symposium. Also, it's mentioned as a conference for New Big History, Theory, Methods, Objects, and Perspectives. The reason why we uh, sometimes call it symposium is that it's kind of a limited topic, a little bit smaller, and hopefully more discussion on this. And this is the discussion of the direction of big history. Daniel Barrios was very fun, really thought this up, and I think it's a very interesting topic for all of us to discuss. So the timeline of big history, this is one that does not go back 13 billion years. Um, it put some important events in there. 1980 wasn't called big history at the time, but it had a very important book. The Self-Organizing Universe was published at that time. So that's about 45 years ago. David Christian published The Case for Big History, so it was named 1990. Fred Speer then published something in the middle of the 90s. David Christian's Map of Time was published 2004, so that's about 20 years ago. IBHA was formed, and in, I believe, 2010 was the meeting in Italy, and I think Lowell is only remaining active person that was involved with that. And so over the past 30 years, many researchers from different backgrounds have joined the community. Big historians, while others have left, driven by personal perceptions of the direction this field has taken. And so we want to, come together as a community, figure out where we're going, how we can include some things, and what we're actually about. So the fact is that over the decades, big history has undergone theoretical, methodological changes and has interacted with various disciplinary traditions, but its framework in the third decade of the 21st century still lacks systemization. And I think we're making progress on that. But this is just one way, this symposium, where we can go ahead and discuss that. So the key dates for this, obviously, we submitted abstracts and we extended that a bit. We're now at the online event. We have the deadline for submitting full papers, January 20. So that's a ways out there, maximum 15 pages. Then we have various reviews and comments being developed, publication, Journal Big History for the selected papers, and final publication later. For the review and comment.
Sorry, David. What's is 15 pages? How many words?
There's about 500 words on a page.
Okay.
So around 8,000, I think, is what it is.
Okay.
So full papers based on accepted presentations will undergo a peer review process for the Journal Big Histories. Authors will be submitted to expanded versions for the book. Submission does not guarantee publication. Only papers approved through the peer review process will be accepted. And this was in kind of the invitation. Articles would be accompanied by commentaries up to 5 pages. We'd like to get that. So after the presentation, then develop your papers, January 20. Then we'll be asking for some of you to review and maybe write up a small bit on commentary on that. And that gets the discussion just to go a little bit deeper. So topics, and this was what was in the call, is what is big history today, the relationship between big history and conventional disciplinary ones, the method and the theory behind big history, educational efforts, a tool for social activism, how it deals with the philosophy of science in terms of our methods and demonstration, and then ethical and bioethical aspects. And some of the discussion points that had in there was, what we like to see people address is try to identify a gap, an issue or gap in the current big history approach, identify how this issue might be addressed with a new approach, describe the scientific basis and uncertainty of the new approach, and the potential benefits and risks, and then how it integrates with other parts of big history and what the next action might be. So you don't have to spell these out with these specific words, but just however you want to organize it. This is what we're looking for: is what direction should we go? Why should we go there? What might be some of the risks for it? Is there a scientific basis for it?
You're about
Um,
5 minutes, Dave.
okay, do we integrate it, or is it going to be completely separate from other parts of big history? And then also, what action can we do in terms of in the journal or in our research groups or discussion? We want to think about what comes next.